He's got some good pull in him. Dang. There's a channel, I'm pretty sure. Ooh. Come here, buddy. Good morning, guys and gals. We're going catfishing. I always have some final destination thoughts when I'm near a bridge that one of these trucks is just gonna run off and smash into me, and that'll be all she wrote. All right, well, we got our baits out. We've got gizzard shad on everything, a couple head pieces and then body chunks. We've got double hook rig on the Micah Burkhart rod, and then I think a double hook on the Firefly, the pink one here, with bells on it instead of rattles. The other two just are single hook Santee Cooper rigs with yeah, stepping on everything, with gizzard shad chunks on it. And that's it. We're dragging in about 45 feet of water. We're pretty much kind of on the edge of the channel here of the Cumberland, about, I don't know, 30 yards that way. It's probably 5 feet, and we're in 40 feet, so it's a pretty good slope. And then we've got about 100 yards of channel, really. I mean, it's a very wide part of the river, and or to me, that's wide. 150 yards of channel is pretty wide. So, big part of the river, deep. There's a lot of holes here. There is some bait, so that's a positive, but had them out for about 5 minutes now, and we're gonna give this stretch about, we'll probably drag this an hour and then pull up, and we're gonna hit some new water today. I wanna kind of check out different parts of this lake that I've never been to, because there's a lot of lake. I forget how many acres it is, but there's a lot of lake to search. So we'll probably head back downriver towards Nashville. I mean, we ain't gonna get to Nashville, but we'll be back around. We're gonna go downriver, probably a good, 5-10 minute boat ride, and we'll check out some areas over there. So, but let's sit back. I'm gonna eat my breakfast and relax. So let's catch fish. If you've never done a Santee Cooper rig before, then this will be for you. So take your line, it's about 3.5 foot, run it through the front of the eye of the hook, go around the shank 7 to 10 times. Grab the tag end and feed it back through from the back side. That'll give you your trigger action. When this thing gets pulled, it's gonna flip, and so that's what rolls the hook into the side of the fish's mouth. Get that clipped, there we go. And then from there, what I like to do is I like to use these bobber stops. So I'll slide one of these on. Shoot, well, that didn't slide on. It broke off, so I got to wrap this around a few times and get some pressure to squeeze that off of there. There we go. Well, shoot, get that off. All right, then I'll put a rattle. Sometimes 2, we'll probably put 2 just for fun. Okay, so we slid our rattles on. Then you run another, yeah, we'll run one here. Boom. Make sure this is wrapped around so it doesn't slip off. Pull tight. Boom, so now you've got hook, bobber stop, 2 rattles, bobber stop, and that kind of pegs them right there so they don't slide up and down the line too much. And we'll take our peg float, slide it on down, put our peg right there to stop it. And sometimes just for extra safety, what I like to do is another bobber stop, and the reason for that is, let me explain it here once I get this on there. So reason for that is sometimes you might get snagged where this little stop here will get loose, and then your bobber, your float can start sliding down the line or up the line, and I don't like that. I want to keep it pinned probably about 6 inches away from the hook. That's about what I like to do right there. And then, because we're gonna be, our weight's gonna be about here, that's gonna get about 2 foot off the bottom. So that's it. So I'll slide that bobber stop down just to kind of know that the float shouldn't go up higher than that. And then we will cut a little bit off, and we get our, oh shoot, stuff's falling. Then we get our 3-way. And tie it on. And that's it, she's done. Just a simple Palomar knot with this is all you need. And there we go. You got your 3-way right here. Down to a bobber stop, to a float, another bobber stop, some rattles. And the bobber stops are just to peg everything. That way, even if that float slips a little bit, the bobber stop should keep it from sliding too far up and down the line. Same with the rattles. I don't want them moving too far, but I want them to have a little bit of room to kind of move as they're getting dragged across, or as the weight's getting dragged and those are kind of jerking in the water. I want them to have a little bit of freedom to slide up and down. And then we got our 8/0 whisker seeker triple threat hook, and that's it. We're gonna put this on our other rod here that needs a new one, and then we might have to tie up a couple more. Might as well. It's one thing when you ain't got, when you are sitting there fishing or waiting, you can always be doing something. So I like dragging, really. Well, I guess anchoring too, you can do it, but dragging's still my favorite. Just gonna kind of scan around, see if I can find something in the channel. On this ledge here, there's a creek that connects, so maybe we could see if there isn't anything happening right at the creek, at the mouth. But we're gonna drag this, assuming we see, you know, some good stuff. I just definitely ran over something there at the bottom. That is a lot of something. I'd almost say that looks like a big old brush pile. Probably a tree of some, yeah, I would say that's a tree. And there's fish around it, of course. So now we're on the ledge. It's a pretty steep drop right here. There's definitely some bait swimming around. Well, we're not having a good time out here. Zero fish in the boat. Getting bait this morning was great. Took all of 15 minutes and we had over 20-30 shad. So plenty of bait, fresh bait, but for some reason they are not biting what we're throwing. So I don't know what the game plan is. I may end up having to, I don't know, maybe just fish the creek channels. I don't know, maybe get out of the river. The sonar looks good down there. There's definitely fish. But yeah, I don't know, something about this weather. It's a little odd lately to have it this warm in mid-October. Is not typical, but also not super rare in Tennessee, but it's not the average, I don't think. We're definitely well above the average temperature. So we're probably gonna run to the red buoy up there. I don't know, somewhere over there. It's probably about, man, it looks a lot farther on the camera, I know, but it's probably a quarter mile, maybe a little more than a quarter mile. Not quite half a mile for sure. So we'll run up there, and then after that we're gonna pull up. We're gonna go back to another spot. We may fish the bridge out here. Only got about an hour or two, so then we got to leave. So I don't know, we'll keep trying, and we'll just see if we can't get at least one fish. That's all I want, just one fish in the boat. So all right. This sucks, but it could turn around just like that. It's beautiful out here though. Thought I heard something. That's a fish. Yep, I got one. All right. Whew. Get the skunk out of the boat finally. Finally. Now if we can keep him out of that other line, which I don't think we're going to be able to. He's rolling. Definitely feels like a blue. About to get them a show. She thinks this is a big old fish. There we go, guys. A little channel, not very big, but it'll work. Let's see how long he is. He is right at 24 inches, so he is not quite the trophy that we need. Let me rinse him off a little bit. Got a little blood on him. Here, let me get it from this side. Yeah, cool it, cool it, cool it. I'm here to help you. But yeah, let's see. There he is, little 24-inch channel. He's probably about 5 pounds, somewhere in that 4 to 5 pound range. I'm almost considering taking him home and eating him, but I don't really want to clean him today, so we're gonna let him go. But there he is, just a little channel. All right, buddy. That lady on the boat, she said, "Oh my gosh." That's funny. She has no idea how big these things get. I was talking to a buddy of mine the other day. Well, dang it. And he thought the most catfish got were like 15 pounds. So it was pretty fun to show him some pictures of the big boys. Y'all, I think that's gonna do it for this stretch. We're in the middle of the river, it's getting busy. I'm gonna pull up and we're gonna go somewhere else. Come on, Brad. You gotta move a little quicker. Gotta get these baits down there quick. Rough as heck out here. Just having to check our speed. Didn't feel like we were going fast enough. So now I've got us bumped up to 0.4. We've got 4 out. Well, actually 5. We got the suspended rod. So got gizzard shad on everything. Fresh bait. Just cut them up. It's the last we got. And this is our last stretch, about 30 minutes. And we'll see if we don't pull something up. Oh, shoot. Suspended rod. Suspended rod. I think he's on there. Got him. Whew. He's down there. All right. Oh my gosh. I was not paying attention. I think it's on. Yeah. I was over there. We literally had 5 minutes before we were about to pull up. And I think this is gonna make the day worth it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's a good fish. Not gonna say he's 50 pounds, but he's got some good pull in him. Dang. It's a channel, I'm pretty sure. Ooh! Come here, buddy. Nah, it's a blue. Just a 12, 15 pound blue. I'll flip him. Come here, my guy. Don't go away from me. There we go. Nah, cool it. Cool it. I hear you. I hear you. Come here. Let me get the grippers in your mouth. got cut up by that channel cat earlier today. There we go. Well, there he is, y'all. He's around 10. Nothing big, but good little takedown on the suspended rod right as we was about to head out of here. So nice little blue. All right, buddy, get you back in there. Whew. All right, well, that's gonna wrap it up, y'all. We got 2 in the boat, 24-inch channel, and then that blue is about the same size, 10 to 12 pounds. Nothing great, but it's a fish, and I'm happy to have it. So it is beautiful out here today. Couldn't be better, but I've got to go get the kids, so checking out. But with that said, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, subscribe to the channel. And as always, I do appreciate it, and I'll see you guys on the next one.